The Buffalo Bills are losing to the Pittsburgh Steelers 7-3 up in Pittsburgh at halftime. Now, if this holds, that means this week the Bills, Kansas City Chiefs, and the Baltimore Ravens would have all lost. And at the beginning of the season, I told you there's a real possibility that those three teams don't make the playoffs. All three, not one of the three, all three don't make the playoffs. You would say, you're crazy, man. I like you, but you're crazy. Now, let me make it even crazier. What if I told you at the beginning of the season, there's a likelihood that the Buffalo Bills, Kansas City Chiefs, and the Baltimore Ravens all don't make the playoffs, but the Miami Dolphins do. Week 13, there is a possibility. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen, a possibility that all that happens. Call me crazy. 305-567-056. You really can call me crazy because you can call in right now. 305-567-056. You back to the phone lines. 104.3 FM WQAM. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Robert from Weston.
Let's go, Robert.
Then like about 5 callers ago, some guy called saying that we're crybabies and we're doing this and we're doing that. Listen, it comes down to you guys are comparing Tua to Lamar Jackson because we have almost the same record or more or less, or the Kansas City Chiefs. They got a quarterback. Tua is not an athlete. Forget about being a quarterback. He's not an athlete. Dan Marino couldn't run, but he had a gun. Tua has nothing. Nothing. He's not an athlete, bro. I'm 56 years old. I'll guarantee you, you throw a basketball and we play one-on-one basketball, I'll whoop his ass. He's terrible. That's the problem.
This is the thing, too.
About, oh, no, hold up. You got to make him comfortable. Even if he's comfortable, he sucks. He's not an athlete. This is crazy, man.
His passes have been bad, especially deep passes. Now, when you do try to compare, and you shouldn't, try to compare Tua and Patrick Mahomes or Lamar Jackson because their records are similar this year. Also, Patrick Mahomes can come back with MVPs and Super Bowls,
of course,
and Lamar Jackson come back with
MVPs. He's an athlete.
But record-wise,
he looks like a baby, like a 6-month-old in diapers, and you're running around tapping and run. He sucks. He sucks.
He does look like he's running in slow motion.
Agree with that guy.
He looks like he's running in slow motion when he's out there. I'm not gonna lie. He just hung up. He's fired up. Robert's fired up. Hey, he's fired up. Hey, that's okay. Look, Dolphins fans have suffered for a very long time. I understand. It's not easy. So when the Dolphins win and people are still frustrated because their coach makes what looks to be kind of boneheaded calls at certain points in the game, their quarterback throws it to the other team and throws some dish rag arm passes. I get it. I get the argument. 305-567-0560, 104.3 FM, WQAM. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, my name is Ralph, and I'm calling from North Carolina.
Ralph, represent. What's up?
Well, basically, I love Miami. I basically lived in Miami, so I watch my Miami team lose every year. To be honest with you, I totally understand where the Dolphin fans are coming from. Technically, none of them want to admit it. They got spoiled the last 2 years with McDaniels, where they had something to watch for. I even had a friend that lives in Miami. He's a Cowboy fan. He used to make fun of us Dolphin fans in a way, saying we're not used to winning to the point where just because we're winning, we're basically acting weird. Yes, a lot of the fans are crybaby. Yes, I understand Tua is not really, because right now, like you all mentioned, I've been saying that all year, Tua is playing scared. He's not playing. You could tell that he's not playing the same level. There is a way where Tua used to basically move up the pocket. You don't see that anymore. You technically see when he's basically being pressured, he's actually looking like a chicken that got his head cut off sometimes. That's how Tua playing right now. But I am not against the win. A win is a win, but the Dolphin fan need to understand. We're winning. I don't understand. The question I would want you to ask every Dolphin fan that cries about draft picks, ask them, do they want to be the bottom of the league, and everybody's looking at, we're the 32nd team of the league and everything? No, we don't need to be that. We're doing everything in a way not to look like the bottom feeders of the league. You got the Saints, there's a bottom feeder of the league. You got the Jets, bottom feeder, and now you got the Titans. We don't need to be put in that category just for draft pick. We just need to win the game and see what the playoff is going to bring to us. Because right now, if people don't really look at it, the AFC and the NFC, it's just like It's just a domino effect. One team lose, the whole thing's going to start tumbling apart around them. That's all I have to say, to be honest with you. I love my team. I love my Dolphins, but I just want to see the Dolphins fans stop crying about a win. Let's just enjoy a win because the numbers are mounting up when it comes to the team. Yes, we're not as superior as other teams. We're not superior in quarterback style-wise, of course, because Tua was hurt. Tua basically had his head basically thrown out of his body so many times, to be honest with you. I understand where everybody's coming from, but a win is a win. We just got to start learning to accept a win is a win, because right now we see the Eagles, they are winning ugly. And I just don't understand why people ain't saying nothing about that. And he's right. It's like we're looking at every team that has a superstar quarterback, they're struggling themselves. So what is the matter with that, to be honest with you, us with Tua? But
Ralph,
that's all I have to say.
I'm with you right there. A win is a win is a win. And you can't compare quarterbacks, although we'd like to do that. They're never on the field at the same time. So if you're sitting there, Tua sucks. Why does Tua suck? Well, you go watch Joe Burrow out there and he comes back after one game and they look like world beaters. Well, that's not the comparison. I can't say Tua has not been his best year, and I'm not comparing him to anybody. He hasn't thrown a lot of great passes, but we do have to celebrate these wins. And right now we stand, if the league where games were to end today, the season we're in today, the Dolphins would pick 12th overall. And once again, it ain't where you pick, it's who you pick. Your best player on the team and one of the best running backs in the league who has over 1,000 yards, third round pick. So don't go around there putting all your draft stock in all these picks, because I can tell you guys who have been number 1, 2, 3, 4 in the league being drafted have been bust. There's one on the team right now, to be honest with you. He's number 0 in his jersey. The Jets thought they had something with the second pick. Well, they didn't. So you can't always just say, we need the number 1 pick, especially in a year this year where you don't really have one of these guys that's just a world beater. And it's too late to even start saying like, oh, this win just hurt our draft stock. It's done now. We're 5-7. We're going to win more games. We might lose some more games. I don't know. History would say we do, but we'll see. 305-567-0560, 104.3 FM, WQAM. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Joe from Sunrise.
Go on, Joe.
Listen, there was a play in the first quarter. It was 2nd and 8. Tua had the chance to run for at least 15 yards and get a first down. Instead, he threw into triple coverage. He could have slid down after at least a first down. It was totally obvious we cannot win with a guy who can't run when the opportunity strikes. That's just a deal. It's just a deal.
Yeah, a lot of the announcers have said that. Former players have said this. It's a defensive coordinator's dream to have a quarterback that doesn't have a strong arm and that is no threat to run. You become very, very, very one-dimensional. Hence why I think you hear the name Achane a lot in a game.
Adjust accordingly. And, this guy is no good. We made a mistake. I know it's $50 million next year. Cut your losses. Let's try some other people. This type of quarterback does not win in today's NFL.
The Denver Broncos cut ties and look where they're at now. Seems to have worked out for them. At the other thing, I would just like to see Tua play a little bit better. I do understand that. This game should not have been as close as it was today. Miami Dolphins winning 21-17 and it taking basically everything in your power to win that game against the Saints team that is not very good. Trust me, I've watched them a lot this year, but you did win. And you're one of the hotter teams in the league. And this AFC and NFC, for lack of a better term, it's a wacky, wacky, wide world of sports out there where no one seems to really, really, really be separating themselves as the dominant team in the league. And I know if you're a Patriots fan, you want to say it's the Patriots, and they are 10-2. But at the same time, they're new to the game. The Broncos are 9-2, but once again, when I say new to the game, new to being successful, because for the past couple of years, they've been dormant. The Eagles are having their problems. I guarantee Thanksgiving night or Friday night after that loss to the Bears, Philadelphia Eagles fans were given the business. Packers, 1 week, they look like they're great. The Lions this year have even been around. No one has really separated themselves from the pack. If there is a team that's done it, it's the Patriots with their first-year coach, Mike Vrabel, who's very good. But once again, still in the hunt. 305-567-0560. Going to go back. Here we go. 104.3 FM, WQAM. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
What? Hey, this is Alex in Miami. How you doing?
Alex, I'm doing all right. How about you?
I'm not doing well. I don't know, man. I don't know how to feel about this season. Everything's a mess. A win is a win, but
Yes.
we should have wiped the floor with these guys.
Should have.
We got to play the Jets next week, and they won today. And my 11-year-old daughter has a question. What's our record going to be next week if we win?
6-7.
Yeah, 6-7, 6-7.
Oh, 6-7, 6-7. That's kind of how this Dolphins team has been this year. 6-7, 6-7. And Robert Grieber, do you know what 6-7 means?
I just know I get a 67-cent Wendy's Frosty right now.
6-7 doesn't really mean anything, or nobody really knows what it means. And that's kind of, I don't know about this team. I don't know if they're 6 or they're 7, but they will be 6-7 if they win next week. And once again, we'll have me doing 6-7. I don't know. Is this team good? Is this team bad? I don't know. It's kind of 6-7, 6-7. 305-567-0560. Did I just say 6-7 again? 104.3 FM, WQAM. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
What's up, Gameday? It's Richie from Boards Head.
Good to hear from you, Richie. What's going on?
So let me tell you something, man. I'm coming home from the game. As you know, I worked for the Dolphins 20 years. Loved my team, loved the Dolphins. And I got to hear this crap, man, like Mandage would say, cow manure out of these fans' mouths, man. A win is a win, man. Do you see teams like Baltimore and all these other teams falling like dominoes? And we could be in the run for a playoff spot, and you guys are still calling in and crying the same stuff every week about Tua. We already know he's not a franchise quarterback, you idiots, but you're going to call every week and cry. If you guys don't want to be Dolphin fans, bro, don't come to the games. Go be a Jet fan. Go be a Buffalo fan, bro. Stop the nonsense, you losers, bro. Stand behind your team. If we win out, we can make the playoff, you losers. I'm sick of it, damn, bro. These people nothing makes them happy, bro. Nothing. The man slides so he don't get his head taken off, and they got to cry about that.
I'm telling you, man, it's one of those things. I don't think Dolphins fans are upset at the win. I think they like the win. I think they're just pointing out things that they see at these games. But fact of the matter is, this Dolphins team wins out. They're 10-7, and they're the hottest team in the league. And this has been an upside down, inside out league so far this year. So enjoy it one game at a time. Like I said, we beat the New Orleans Saints today. Let's get ready for next week. The rivalry against the New York Jets. We'll take that game one at a time.